Okay? There's feedback here. You understand that?
Because you on a conference on both
It's
phones.
good. Oh, now turn off the one over there. Okay, good. That's good.
No, get back.
Here you go, brother. So you understand that?
Yeah.
Much study is awareness of the flesh. If you can be, if you stick with the core foundation and the true understanding, then your study become fruitful, and you can build. But if you start going into all these other books, the curiosity will kill the cat. If you don't have the Bible down, how can you go into any other book? Pass my bag real quick so I can grab my Bible. Read on.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Here's the conclusion of the whole matter. Here's the bottom line. Read.
Fear the Most High, and keep His commandments.
Fear the Most High, and keep His commandments. Where can you find His commandments at? In the Bible. Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's your duty. That's your duty. Okay? I don't suggest any brother without understanding, without strict understanding of the gospel, go into any of those pseudepigraphical books. I can run off to you all the ones that's good, all the ones that, you know, that's real good, but they probably have a little bit in there that might throw someone off. But I'd rather brothers get the Bible down first. Right? Hold on 1 second. Where's my sword at? Read on.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
You see that? The Most High bring everything into judgment, whether it be good or evil. Right? I need you to go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. Ecclesiastes in the Bible, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. And the majority of pushback we get and people going all out of their minds is because they decide to go into stuff they have no business. And then expect us to sit down and undo what you did to yourself. We've been warning you that with everything you deal with, it's a spirit. If you go into it, you're opening up Pandora's box. And the mind is a great tool because the way it works, it receives information. It's a sponge. So if you put some mess up in you and it's from a demon from West Hell, then you're looking at us and saying, well, why don't we want to deal with this spirit? Why did you bring this spirit? You understand? You don't go into kindergarten and say, listen, I want algebra. You don't say, well, hold up. There's other books up in here. I want the books you learned from, teacher. There's steps you must take. Okay? It's called patience. Everyone wants to be what everyone else is, and that's not the way it works. Read Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. Read that.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making many books there is no end.
Be admonished. That means be corrected. The making of many books, there is no end. That's the reason the Catholic Church was able to canonize. Because they had all these other books out there with the disciples and the apostles' name on it. Like one of it, the Gospel of Barnabas. That's straight garbage. Okay? But just because it's Barnabas' name on it, you see it 1,000 years later. Oh, look what Barnabas wrote. All right? Read that again.
And further by these, my son, be admonished, of making of many books there is no end.
There's no end to these books. Read.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
It's a weariness of the flesh. Right? Isaiah 34 and 16. Don't weary yourself. Get the gospel down. Get Christ down. Get the Bible down. Right? Isaiah 34 and 16. Read that.
Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. That's the Bible. That's it. Read.
No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
It says, no one of these shall fail, and none shall want her mate. So I'm not going to sit here with a Bible in the Quran and try to give you some understanding. You can't make the Bible with the Quran. The Bible stands alone. That's what that means. You can't make the Hebrews books with any other book. Now the Gentiles came in and put their understanding in our books because they knew our understanding held the strength and the authority in the earth. So in order to give their philosophies any type of credibility, they had to merge their information with ours. So we must be careful. Read.
For my mouth that hath commanded,
What's the mouth of the Most High? The Bible. Read.
and his spirit it hath gathered them.
And this is the only spirit that have gathered the people. Christ's spirit out of this book. He's the word. You can't go into these other books and gather the people. It's not going to happen. And the Lord says you must speak to the people things easy to be understood. All right? So it's tough the way some of our brothers and sisters are getting the information because they're getting or they're finding us through the internet. And the internet is a satanic smorgasbord of information. And only those that go through the straight gate, that walk the straight gate, will not get caught up with all the philosophies out there. You type in one thing and a billion things will come up. Okay? So we're telling brothers, sisters, we have to rein this in and understand there's a core foundation that we must walk on and not deviate just because we want information or want to be deeper than the next person. It's not about that. It's about getting this book down right here. With this, I can filter any book out there and say, okay, it's off because it don't match. I can look through a book now that I'm aged. I can look through a book and I can read it and say, okay, this is garbage. Or I can look through the book and say, okay, this is what this guy was trying to bring forth. They had an agenda. Okay, throw that away. You understand? So even some of the books you see that we pull out for reference sake, we highlight a part that might have some validity, but we don't sit and teach out of the book. Because a lot of these books, even Babylon and Timbuktu, a lot of key information in it, but it's not the Bible. This guy go off and say that the Caucasians are Japhet. So all that information, he put that one little thing in there because he bringing all truth. Then everyone starts saying that Esau is Japhet. Don't even have the understanding of Hyrcanus, the Idumean, fighting against the Asians to move them further east. The Idumeans came from the mountains and moved the Asians out of their place in Europe during war. So because they live on Asian territory or Japhetic territory, you teach 2,000 years later, and people will be like, they Japhet because they live in Europe. Not realizing that Esau took Europe like he took America. You understand? The same way through war. Okay? I'm just giving you some examples. If you stick with the Bible, okay, you'll be fine. Okay?
Look.
Romans 3:3. Huh? What chat line? No, we have a chat line open. Yeah? Okay, so I need to find out who they are and we'll just get them out of there. Hold on. I need to get, is Ruben on there? Okay. Candyman 112. Okay. 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 Let me talk to some of the brothers that are out there being disruptive on the chat line, okay? If you are disruptive, I will block you, all right? Candyman 12, I respect you, and if you can respect the teachings of the Most High and what's coming out of this book, you will not be blocked. He out? Okay. Elder Zod say you out. Okay. It's time to make a move. What accusations? No, I'm not even going to even open it up. Let me find out who it is here. Let's get rid of it. You pause that? All right. Where's Ruben at? Is Ruben on? Hold on. Hey, Ruben. I see you there. I need you to get rid of Candyman 112. And maybe he can send us a letter at gatheringas1@AOL.com when he's ready to, you know, to talk like a brother in Christ. And what about Bruce_New York? He's good. Bruce/New York is good. Yeah. All right, that's fine. All right, good. Okay, the brother said, we're still in the USA. When you going to hurry up? Believe me, brother, when we out, you're going to know it. All right? When are you going to hurry up? Come on, let's get the scriptures.
Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe?
Read Romans 3:3 again.
For what if some did not believe?
For what if some did not believe? That means suppose some did not believe what's coming out of these scriptures, the word of the Most High. Read.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Shall your unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Do that means that the prophecies are not going to come to pass because you don't believe? Who are you? Read.
God forbid.
God forbid. Things going to go right on according to the Bible, whether you believe or not. And I'm going to say this, a lot of people want to knock what we bring out of the Bible because they don't believe in it. Because they have a preconceived notion or an agenda or they're philosophizing on the way they think things are going to go, and the word is disagreeing with them. So what they'll try to do is tie us to what's coming out of the word and say it's us. Okay? Instead of just believing what's coming out of the word. They'll try to make it personal so that they can ignore what the Most High is saying. If we covered our mouths, brothers, and someone else read this book, it would be saying the same exact thing. All right? Shall your unbelief, because you don't want to believe what the Most High is saying, does that mean it's not going to go down? Read.
God forbid.
God forbid. Read.
Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
Let the word be true. And let even us be a liar. If you don't believe us, look at the Bible. Okay? If we said anything different than what came out of this Bible, that would make us liars. That's why it says, let the Most High be true. Let the Bible be true. And let every man be a liar. Read.
As it is written.
As it is what?
As it is written.
As it is written. Period. So if you don't believe as it is written, if you don't believe it out of the book, why would you believe us? And people get upset that when they try to speak to us and deal with us, we say, well, hold up, brother, let's go into the book. Well, no, I want to hear what you got to say. No, you can argue with me, but you can't argue with this book. You cannot argue with